Hello everybody, this is Proto Man 101, 101. This is Proto Man 111, back with Let's Play Mega Man Legends. Previous segment, Gestal Chap is history. The Mons are history, and we're done with the pirates. So, that is a good thing. Anyway, really quickly, I went ahead and bought the Kevlar Jacket Omega. This is the last armor you will get. It's 120,000 Zenny, which is quite a bit, but it'll help you in the long run. Furthermore, I don't know why I did that. The Buster Unit Omega and the Sniper Unit Omega became available in the last segment after we opened up the main gate, and those are the last items we will be getting for Buster parts in terms of, out of the shops. The rest of them have to be built or found in the ruins. Furthermore, do you remember the three kids we were working with? Yeah, we built their clubhouse now, but there are three items we can give them. Um, one of them being the Stag Beetle. Okay, the other one being a comic book. Okay. Now I picked these up stupidly before I actually started recording, so I'll show you the locations at the end of the video so you can get an idea where they should be. And then the last one in front of us is the actual other beetle we need for another part. So we've gotten the beetle. Now, what I want to do is let's go ahead and head to the shopping arcade and talk to some people. I think something's going on with the actual produce guy and his wife, so let's go ahead and get over there right now. Okay, so we're in the shopping arcade. First thing you'll notice is the absence of his wife. Now, she goes missing about the time you're about to go into the Closure Woods ruins. However, nudge nudge wink wink, we have a missing persons case. So, she's actually in Cardin Forest. The problem is she's tucked away really far into a corner. You can't really see her, so it would be difficult to just try and do it from a quick sweep. You'd actually have to go all over the place in Cardin Forest to find her. But in this case, we already know where she is because I'm helping you, obviously. And the first time around, you're very likely to miss her because it's kind of hard. And if you don't talk to people in general, you won't even get this. But this is actually going to be helpful for us because, bam, she's right there. She'll give us an item, but she doesn't seem to be looking too well. Holy shit, I think she's in labor. Well, you know what we gotta do. Be the good superhero man and take her to the hospital. Straight into the wall. Notice how he doesn't even go towards the door, he just runs straight into the wall. That's kind of funny, actually. So in other words, go out of the hospital, come back in. That's pretty good stuff. So, bam! There he is. We get sunlight. Now this is one of the three parts we need for the Omni Unit Omega. We already have the Omni Unit. That's from the mini games we were doing. And if you tried to talk to one of these ladies, they would have been like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you want to see Ira?" And you're like, "No, I don't want to see Ira. I want to see the pregnant lady." And the game will let you do it, but it's whatever. So now what we're gonna do? Actually, head north, head into the I guess we'll call them misfits. I guess that's kind of what they are in a way. But we'll head up to them and drop off the three items that we have for them, and they will get some use out of it, and we will get some use out of it. Oh yeah, by the way. Explosive trash can! Anyway, no. We're going to be back at the clubhouse, and we will go ahead and drop off the items as we give them to him. Say yes, of course. Okay, and by broken stash, he means junk over here. Broken circus. Now, this is the second part we need for the Omni Unit Omega, which is a very nice base buster part. An old heater. This will actually be used for something else. I don't believe it's for a special item part. And then he'll mention the comic book. and the X-Buster. This makes something, but I don't remember what it does make. And that's pretty much it. We're done with these guys. Get an old heater, and then we will get the X-Buster. So, with that, we are done. These 3 kids are done. We're done with them. That's cool. So, now, what we will do is do the thing everybody's been waiting for, and not the boring stuff. Go to the main gate where all the good stuff is happening. So, let's go ahead and jump right over there. First, we will actually head downtown so I can show you Old City, and then we will go from there. Okay, from downtown, you want to actually head to the East Gate. There will be a girl in green in front of it, so if you can't ever locate it by looking at the signs, that'll be your hint right there. So we'll head straight in. Welcome to Old City, where it's pretty much dead. The only people who inhabit it are insane dogs and construction workers, which, strangely enough, the dogs don't attack the construction workers. So he's talking about the main gate. Had you come here before, you would find the main gate, but you wouldn't first A, know the main gate, and B, know that it had doors, because it'd just be one big, huge pillar thingy, who's what's it. But anyway, one thing you need to know, those things will knock you over. And for some reason, it ran by me. Now, they can be really troll-tastic, and that's part of the problem. The dogs do very negligible damage, but they're here as an annoyance at the very most. Now, they're activated actually by sound and not by sight. This dog, if you can very hardly tell due to the very bad draw distance, he's looking straight at me. However, since I'm walking, he doesn't hear me. Now, if you seriously want to go through and do all this, you can. It makes it quite easier, but again, you'll have to do this when you roll back through the area. Now that we're going to have PETA knocking on my door, because I'm kicking dogs randomly, otherwise they would kick my ass, let's move on. And timing is kind of tight on that. It's very annoying. Now, another nice thing to note, and if you can really call it nice, there are serve bots here. And there are several of them all over the place. Of course, we can't get to that one. So in other words, I'll run around and make the annoying barking sound. Yeah, something tells me we're going to be going into that warehouse later. Anyway, so let's see if we can find the main gate while I'm being attacked by a dog. No, 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 leave me alone. Get to the chopper, do it now! Welcome to Old Gate, or Old Gate. Welcome to the main gate. It's kind of green and weird, like radiation or something. It's weird. It's really weird here. There are cats, and this cat in particular, we can take home with us. Take it home. Of course, this is static. Now, we'll come to that a little later. But main gate, enough boring stuff. Let's go in and just shoot the crap out of everything. The dramatic music. It kind of tells you, yeah, we're getting into some serious stuff now.
Megaman, be careful. I don't like the looks of this place.
You think? We're in the main gate, so I would say something. Okay, these guys are the same as before. Their just color scheme is not any. It's just a little different. They're not yellow now, but they have the same HP, so there's no real big noticeable difference between them. So as you could tell already, this place is kind of a spiral. It's kind of weird. Now the actual active buster is actually pretty decent of a weapon. It's kind of a combination of the powered buster and the machine gun arm. It has a nice attack and pretty good special too, because its homing capabilities actually get pretty good once you take the initiative to update them all. This weapon is very, very costly. I mean, it's 960,000 to actually raise my energy higher. It's really expensive, and there's really not like unlike Mega Man Legends 2, there's really no way to lower the prices. You're just gonna have to sit here and farm Zenny, and there's not so much of an easy way to do it. What I'll wind up doing later is trying to get all the special weapons together and show you how much it'll cost to fully upgrade a special weapon. But we'll save that for another time. This is Zenny. So, now that we're going around the Spiral of Doom,
And it goes down a long way, too.
considering that, maybe there's something worthwhile here. I mean, you know, deep spiral. Could lead us to something we might not expect. But, oh well, that doesn't matter to me now. Real quick, don't forget to get this chest. And stop time when you open it. It's amazing. And that's the Buster Unit Omega, which is the upgraded version of the Buster Unit. Instead of heading right, I want to head downstairs. Well, you just said this place goes down a long way, so that makes sense. And if you can't already tell, it probably is going to be one of those instances where, yeah, you're going to get in some serious mojo shit going on here. You know how you always lose track of your spotter loses freaking contact with you? Yeah. You can also tell it's getting noticeably brighter. And that did not work, so don't try that again. Get all the way to the bottom. Because, you know, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this bad boy. But it's locked. Well, screw you too then, physics. And we can see right through the door. There's a second door. Well, whatever. Since we can't go there, we might as well head back up and go up to the door we passed by. All makes sense, right? Unfortunately, that'll respawn the enemies here, so it's not a real big... It wouldn't make a difference if we killed them the first time through. They would have just respawned and we would have had to deal with them. Since we can go by them, let's do so. Cause you guys know the song and dance by now. Knock them down, they get up, shoot. You knock them down, they get up, shoot. Same dance. The door? It's right here. Now this place is consisting of a lot of twisting and winding passageways, but you know, it's not too bad. Door are no open. Why door are no open? Because panel over there need to be interact with. Hmm. 3 keys, huh? I guess we can't open the main gate then, huh? Well, let's see if we can get to these subcities. The bad thing is the game does not make any mention prior to this what the hell subcities are. And you know, you just kind of have to go and say, oh, let's just interact with everything and see what we can do. That's what kind of sucks, but it's whatever.
The switch I just pulled should have activated the portals to the living quarters. They should have appeared somewhere on the island. Guess it's time to start looking for them.
Now, to make sense out of what just happened, i.e. lots of earth shaking and keys and things and stuff, 3 keys you need to get to the bottom of this main gate. There are 3 sub-cities on the island that appear randomly now since we've done that. Gotta go to each sub-city, get a key. And this usually entails killing all the enemies in the sub-city and getting the key. So it takes the Zelda-ish, you know, logic there, but hey, if it works, whatever. And this guy. We're not done with these guys. Nope, there are 2 more in here, so you have to be aware of this. Now, the only difference here that we'll have to worry about is the fighting area is much smaller. Not this particular area, because it's pretty big. But we'll find 2 more, and they're in tight quarters, which is more annoying than you would think, since they run around quite a bit. Now, these doors, they lead to other areas, obviously. Not really to the main gate proper. It's just some other areas that we need to go to. At the top of this ramp, there is a breakable wall with nothing really beyond it that we can actually, you know, discern right now, so we'll just skip that. And this is used for a buster part, the generator part. It's in conjunction with, I want to say, a rapid fire barrel, the auto fire barrel, rather. But when we do this, unfortunately, the guy in the next room will just come back out. come back up. And as you can tell, the Active Buster is a pretty powerful weapon. I mean, it's got homing capabilities which help you significantly, so you don't have to worry about aiming as much. And it can quite a big of a hit whenever you upgrade it fully or get it upgraded somewhat. So, yeah, passageway, random passageway. You're thinking, okay, what the hell does this lead to? Just a ladder. Where are we going with this? Voila, we are back in Old City again. But, yeah, big warehouse. Unfortunately, another time. Another time. Just remember the way to this warehouse if you're ever curious on how to get there. You know, trying to jump over for hours on end like I was the first time I did this. But other than that, let's go ahead and head back. And we got a couple more of those passageways to discover because we're missing some items, and those will help us get things done. And I completely missed. Haha, nice, he got stuck on the wall. Now be careful, as I stated before, their flame breath does hurt quite a bit. And it also does break your shield, so be careful. And thank God their jumping attack doesn't, but it still hurts all the same. They do drop a lot of Zenny. It might be tempting to farm them, but there are a lot easier ways of doing this and getting just as much Zenny. And these guys aren't new, of course. This one tried to get the jump on us, but we heard him from, like, you know, the opposite side of the wall. Okay, this guy, this is the hard part about this guy. This area is, like, super effing small. If you're lucky, you'll get him stuck on the wall and things of that nature, so that's what makes this a little easier, but at the same time, it's kind of luck. He's going to get stuck on something. Of course, if you're facing the wall and you fire it off, it hits the wall for some reason, some weird bug. I don't know why it does that. And I believe that treasure chest contains a bunted drill. And this is the auto fire barrel. With that and the other item we just picked up, we should be able to make a buster part. And that's the bunted drill. This alone will make you the drill arm. Now we can actually blow through the walls that we've been seeing all over the place in the lower passageways. What I will wind up doing is making a video showing those passageways being blown apart and what's in them. You will actually need to do this because there are some items that you can get from doing so. I mean, if you don't do it, you'll be missing out on some things. Now, coming up, there's a square area, and there's a reaver, one of the other bigger ones that we've been fighting already. If you take this particular path, we can get up behind it. And we can kind of, you know, get the drop on it. And that's all there is to it. If you would have went the other way, he would have seen you and run straight towards you, and he probably would have knocked you down or caused problems for you. So this is used for the museum, the red shiny stone. So, with that, now we have all the components we need to actually find that last bit in the Omni Unit Omega. What I will do now is go ahead and skip ahead. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to the actual parts making, because we need to show off the parts that we've gotten so far and what they make. So, I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, so now that we're in the actual sport car, let's get to some item development and make some good stuff. This is the shield arm. Which I never use, to be honest. Breaking down walls. Now this will max out your energy completely, so you'll be like pew 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 forever. I mean, seriously, just be sitting there forever just shooting. It's kind of funny. But before we continue, first of all, change your weapon to the drill arm. If you're going to continue on, there's one specific area I want to go to. You just see it, the stats are mediocre, okay? And that's because it's not meant to be used as a weapon, even though you can. What you want to do before you do anything else is upgrade the drill arm attack some. This way the the actual attacking arm won't be so, it won't take so long to break down walls. And as you can tell, it's really cheap, the upgrade. I mean, it's extremely cheap. And in Infinity, obviously, you have infinite energy. So, it's very, very cheap to upgrade, but it has a limited use, and that is exactly why. So, what we will do now is head over to Lake June and go into the sub-ruins. We'll have to go all the way to the room that actually has the fish enemies that jump out of the walls. The walls made of water. So what we'll do is head to Uptown and then head over there. So, okay, once in this room, make a beeline to the to the right actual entrance we need to be going to. Don't stay in here because they're just gonna lumbaste you with all their sonic wave attacks. May cause confusion, but yeah, avoid all that crap. Okay, the first thing you'll notice is the drill arm actually matches his arm. And since we have infinite energy, we don't have to worry about the energy running out. And voila, block is broken down. You can also use the Grand Grenade. If you happen to have it, just make sure you update it. And a nice thing you can do, if you don't get basted, you can actually get this done if you can get close enough. Nope, never mind. It's kind of hard to do it. It's more so harder to do it in here than it is to do in Legends 2, because you seem to have a little bit more, you know, range with the thing. But I'm not gonna fight all these guys. I'm actually gonna try and find a part for you. Okay, and that's also a special weapon part. But other than that, I mean, there's not a whole lot down here, aside from the shield guys and the item we actually need to get, which is kind of useful. Also, this links to other areas. This leads back to one of the other passageways. You have to be careful of it. And of course, the map will link. The only problem is it seems if the map's not like one continuous area, i.e., not loading, you know, like having him run through the door and like load another area, it'll not show that part of the map. Okay, now that we're actually on the right passageway, what we're looking for is the core shard. Also, never mind. I thought you could. Some of these you can't actually destroy. We're looking for a core shard. This is the last component we need for the actual unit, the Omni Unit Omega. And that's what we need. It was in the hole in the wall, so it's kind of obscure. But while we're here, we might as well explore the rest, right? That way it's just one less place you guys have to wonder about. Now, it would behoove you to actually go through and see if you can find holes. Because I know these blocks will actually, these particular blocks will hide holes like such. So. Of course, he just narrowly misses me. I guess that is useless in this game. Alright then, there's very little limited use for this particular item. Now, if you did not have max attack on this, the arm would take actually longer to break the bricks, so. That thing just took damage. Ha, that is great. That is awesome. Took no damage whatsoever. That's pro skill right there. Anyway, so with that, I'll have to end this segment. I'll go ahead and make the Omni Unit Omega and equip it anyway. There isn't anything that you guys haven't seen. Next time, we'll be heading into the sub-cities. But before we do the sub-cities, we'll actually have to do some of the side quests. There's a couple more we can do, but that'll be for another time. So, this is Protoman 111, signing off.